a block underneath your hips, or I personally think without something also under your head, putting the block under your upper back, maybe a little bit much, but under the hips is quite nice. So let me grab a block really quick and show. So we'll take at any height, and you may want to start with it kind of low. And then if this feels like, oh, I don't really feel anything, it's too subtle, and you want a little more sensation, you can go up a little bit higher. I don't know that I would recommend the highest height right now. It seems a little soon for that. So maybe starting here, and then the block goes under low, right? So not on your spine, but at your sacrum, your like the top of your butt, basically. Your sacrum is this flat bone right here, and that the block's going to go right underneath that. So I'm going to move it and lie down, and then slide it under. And then you just slide your legs out, and what it should feel like, hopefully anyway, what I would like for it to feel like for you, is a gentle stretch at the front of your hip. So where your hip creases when you pull your thigh in, that part opening up. And the block should be right underneath that part. So if you have it on the lowest, and like for me, like this is nice, but I kind of want just a little bit more sensation. So I'm going to turn my block sideways. Bend my knees, turn the block, and I'm going to do that again. If this feels like too much for your low back, you can either keep your knees bent and your feet flat, or just take the block out and just don't do this part. It's totally fine. It's really not that big of a deal. Oh, but in any case, whatever you're doing, try and relax. Slide the shoulder blades away from your neck. Let your body soften here. We'll just take a couple of minutes, and then we'll get to the squeezy stuff. So let's take a breath. Inhale through your nose. Then open your mouth and sigh it out. Soften. Release the breath. Do that again. Inhale, fill the belly. Fill the chest. Folding at the top. And releasing with the sigh, exhale. All the breath out. Empty the breath. And do that one more time. Inhale. Take a big breath. Fill up. Fill all the way up. Hold it at the top. Relax your shoulders. And sigh it out. Exhale. All the breath. Just let the body soften. Then start to breathe in and out through your nose. Inhaling, a little soft brushing sound at the back of the throat. So you're cultivating Ujjayi breath, victorious breath. Jai means victory in Sanskrit, so our Ujjayi is victorious breath. As you come into the breath, see if you can start to slowly let the other sounds, whatever smells, whatever, even other sensations, let them kind of just get a little blurry, a little fuzzy in the background, and see if you can start to really bring your attention into your breath. Hear the nuance, the details of the sound of your breath. Be curious about the sensations that go along with the breath, the obvious sensations and the more subtle sensations. Right? We can feel the ribs move. You can feel that the stretch that happens in the belly. You Can you tune into the more subtle sensations in the lower belly and the pelvic floor? There's quite a really amazing sort of vacuum thing that happens as we breathe. So as we inhale, the diaphragm pushes down into the abdomen, the pelvic floor softens. And then as we exhale and the diaphragm pulls up, it has a kind of a lifting effect on the pelvic floor, lifting effect generally in the abdomen. So just try to tune into these subtler things that are happening here. Whether you're trying to make them happen or not, it doesn't matter, because they'll just happen. It's just your physiology, your anatomy. And just gently, just one knee. Pull your left knee, why not? Pull your left knee in. Just keep the right leg out long. Whether you're on a block or not on a block, either way. Pull the knee in and just notice how that feels. What do you feel it's stretching? Easy, you don't have to pull it in however far, just, there's no destination you're trying to get to. You're just exploring the stretch. Let's switch sides. Pull the right knee in and send the left leg out. And then again, just pull the knee in however much it wants to pull in. Breathe into the stretch. So if you're up on the block, maybe you're feeling the stretch at the front of your straight leg hip, maybe into the groin a little bit. If you're not on the block, you're probably feeling this more in your glute and your lower back. All right, both knees in. Still up on the block if you're on it. So you'll just pull your knees in however much. It doesn't have to be all the way. And then both heels up towards the ceiling. Just take a couple breaths here. Straightening the backs of the legs. If you want to pull the legs in a little bit and get a bit of a stretch, you can. Feel free to do that. You just let them come in. You don't have to use your hands necessarily, although you can if you want to. Then turning the toes out, bring the legs out to the sides. And maybe you're still up on your block. It's nice to get that little elevation of the hips higher than the heart. All right, legs back up. And we'll bend the knees and plant the feet on the floor so you can press into your feet, lift your hips off the block if you're on it. Just set your block off to the side, hips back down onto the floor. So just take a moment to notice the effect of having the block under there. All right, and then we'll pull the knees in to take a twist. So hug the knees, give them a gentle squeeze again. And maybe if you were on the block, you're getting your knees a little closer to you this time when you're feeling the stretch in your glutes and the low back. And then just drop them over to the left. Reach the right arm out to the right, come into a twist. So maybe you press down on your knees with your left hand. If you want to deepen the stretch, let your right shoulder just melt down towards the floor. Rotating the ribs. Maybe turn your head so you get some rotation in the neck, at the base of the skull. All right, come up through center. Take an inhale as you get your legs back up, and then exhale the knees over to the right side. And same idea, just soften into it, and then maybe add a little pressure with your right hand if you want to deepen the stretch. Let the left shoulder melt down towards the floor, turning the head, the gaze to the left. Take one more breath here, really allowing yourself to be heavy into gravity. Bringing your knees back up to center. All right, let's come up to seated. rock and roll forward and back a couple of times. Just rolling, massaging along the length of your spine. It's kind of nice. All right, and we'll come all the way up to seated. And feel free to sit up on a blanket or your block if that's more comfortable for you. My hair. All right. Cross-legged maybe? Take an inhale, reach the arms out and up. Oh, pressing the palms, pulling the hands to the heart, thumbs to the sternum. Drop your gaze to your fingertips. Close your eyes if you like. Set an intention for practice. So you can reaffirm why you came onto your mat. If you have another intention in mind, go for it, right? Whatever resonates with you today, right now, for this particular practice. And just let it be an exploration. Just let it be what it is. Right? There's like in the 8-limbed path, we have Satya and Svadhyaya, right? Satya is seeking the truth, and Svadhyaya is self-study, right? So we can use both of those things in our yoga practice. Like, what's true for my body today? Like, really turning the attention inward and just seeing, like, how do things feel? And letting the practice just be however it's going to be today. Maybe you do something you never did before, or maybe you kind of take it a little easier than usual, or whatever. But, you know, seeking the truth, right? And learning a little bit about ourselves every time we come onto our mats. All right, take a big breath here. Inhale. Sigh the breath out, exhale. Release your hands down. You can keep your eyes closed or open them, either way. Inhale, reach the arms out and up, lift the chin, stretch to the ceiling. Exhale, over to the right. Into the stretch, but just for the exhale. Inhale, come back up. And exhale over to the other side. So just lean in however much. We'll do it a couple more times. Inhale up. Exhale over. Nice long, full breath. Right? Take your time. Inhale, center. Exhale over. One more time. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale over. And let's stay here for a couple of breaths. Reaching through the top arm. Let that top shoulder roll back a bit. Right? So maybe if it doesn't bother your neck anyway, you can turn the gaze up towards the ceiling. Right? Consider a little length through the back of the skull. Make some space in the cervical spine. Come up through the middle. Take an inhale, reaching up. Exhale over to the other side. So again, we'll stay here for just a few breaths. Reach the sit bone down towards the floor. Roll the top shoulder back. Maybe shifting the gaze up towards the ceiling. Lengthen through the back of the neck, the back of the skull. And up through the middle. Take an inhale, reaching up, maybe looking up. Exhale, releasing the hands down. So let's just switch the cross of the legs. All right. Last couple of things here. Holding onto your knees, let's circle. Right, rotate. It's a little Kundalini-esque, but it's good. Right, just make the biggest circle you can. Circle around. Right, stirring the pot, if you will. Switch directions, go the other way. Reverse it. Right, and a nice big circle. You can move around on the sit bones, right? It's like the kind of a little tripod under there and moving around. All right, last circle. And back to center. Let's do one more thing. Interlace the fingers behind you. Reach the knuckles back and down. And just open the chest. Stretch across the chest, the fronts of the shoulders. Gently lifting the chin up. And then slowly, slowly bringing the chin down towards your chest. As your chin gets to your chest, take a moment to bend the elbows and switch the interlace of your fingers. So you put the opposite thumb on top. And then reach back and down again. Do a little half circle with the chin. Bring your chin over to your right shoulder. And then circle it around and down and bring it over to your left shoulder. And then if you like, you can let the head go back and circle it around to the back. Circle it around the other way. Just loosening up your neck. Get a couple circles in each direction. Go as slow as your neck needs you to. You may hear some sounds. It's okay, as long as it doesn't hurt you. All right. And then centering your head, I should say. Release your hands. Give your shoulders a quick shake. Let's come over onto hands and knees. We'll do some cat-cow. So as you roll over, just come into the tabletop position, stacking your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips, and then we'll just move with our breath. Starting to move the spine a little bit more, inhaling, the heart goes forward, exhaling, rounding the spine. Feel free to add a gentle lean front and back. Inhale, maybe lean a little forward as you draw the heart through. Exhale, dropping the head, rolling through the spine. Maybe the hips lean back a bit. Inhale, come forward. Exhale. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Really waking up the whole length of the spine. All right, as you start towards this next inhale, let's stack the hips over the knees and walk the hands forward. Right, Anahatasana. Anahata is the heart chakra, so we're melting the heart towards the floor, sometimes also called puppy dog. So on your chin, or maybe on your forehead, let the chest melt. Let the throat melt. One more breath. Gently, slowly walk your hands back, back, back. And then we're actually going to take it all the way back. So send your hips to your heels. And just take a moment and kind of we'll move in the other direction, right? Let your forehead come down. Take a moment here to round the spine. Just notice how your upper back feels, how your lower back feels. All right, let's come up. Walk the hands a little forward, so you have to lean to get your shoulders over your wrists, right? Tuck the tailbone under. Get a little tip in the tailbone so you feel your low belly engage and you have a slight rounding in the spine. Right, reach your right foot back, toes tucked under, and then reach your left foot back, toes tucked under, and you're in plank pose. Oh, wow, that was kind of sudden. I'm sorry about that. If you need knees plank, please, by all means, knees plank. Just 2 more breaths here. You're gonna really appreciate down dog. All right, let's do it. Hips up and back. Stretch back. Maybe you pedal the heels a time or 2. Maybe you shake out your head. You can open the mouth nice and wide, releasing the hinge of your jaw. All right. And then see if you can settle in for a breath or 2. And just notice, because you know, the mind, the body may resist settling down. Like as soon as you say, don't move, right? Then suddenly like every itch and every twitch and everything, right? So just notice. Notice what your mind does. Notice its often contrary nature. And see if you can let go of those stories. And just come into the breath. One more big breath here. Full, steady, ujjayi breath. Soft bend the knees and walk your hands back. Walk your hands back to meet your feet at the back of your mat. All the way back. Relax your shoulders, your arms, maybe give them a little shake, and then we'll hang here for a couple of breaths. If you like, grab elbows. And then switch your arms. If you're holding elbows, put the other forearm on top. One more breath, legs bent or straight, whatever you like. I always like a soft bend in the knees for this for any first, big forward fold. All right, releasing the elbows. We're gonna dangle and roll up, right? So pull up through the hip bones. Pull your hip bones up off your thighs and let the rolling up start from the base of the spine, right? From the pelvis lifting, right? And then roll through the lower back, right? Pull the belly in, one vertebrae at a time through the lower back. Through the middle back, through the ribs, right? One vertebrae at a time. Chin stays down until the last. Rolling up through the neck. So you're gazing just straight ahead. Maybe your eyes are open, maybe they're closed. Circle the shoulders a couple of times. Circle the other way. Just feel the feels in your body. All right, come to Tadasana. Stay at the back of your mat, but Tadasana. Feet can be together or apart, whatever makes more sense for your body. Lately, I've been liking a little space between my feet, so you can explore that. All right, tailbone lengthening down, so you feel a little hug back of the low belly. Let the palms out. Inhale, reach out and up. Lift your chin. Exhale, up and over into the fold. Swan dive down. Firm the glutes. Inhale, lift up halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. Heart goes forward. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, firm the glutes. Sweep it up. All the way up. Exhale, pressing the palms. Pull the hands through the midline. Let's keep going. Hands down, palms out. Inhale. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk it out. Walk it back to plank. Walk the hands forward. Find your plank pose. Tailbone under. Heart goes forward. Thighs pressing to the ceiling. Press through the index finger knuckle. Press the thumb. One more breath. Lean in. Inhale. Exhale, lower to the floor. Bend the elbows. Come all the way down. Just back up a little bit. Reach your hands back. Curl the tailbone under. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the legs. Right, reach back through the big toes. Scoop the heart up. Inhale. Exhale, come on down. Shalabhasana. Interlace the fingers above the sacrum, the tailbone. Curl the tailbone under. Lift again. Head, chest, feet, knees, thighs pressing up off the floor. Reach back. Inhale. Exhale. Come on down. Soften. Relax here for a moment. Bring the arms up so you have more like cactus arms. Right? Elbows straight out from the shoulder. All right, fingertips pointing straight ahead. Curl the tailbone under. Let's lift up again. Lift the legs, lift the head, the chest. Right, breathe. Straighten the arms, reach them away. Upper arms by your ears, try. Pull your elbows down towards your waist. Squeeze them down. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, pull it down. Inhale, reach. 2 more like that. Exhale, pull down. Inhale, reach it overhead. 1 more, pull down, exhale. Inhale, reach, turn the palms to face. Try and lift a little higher, and then bring it down. Woo! You're back. Okay, good. Just feel the feels. Waggle your hips a little bit, soften, take a breath. All right, so I'm trying to go easy on my shoulder. So I'm gonna do a modified getting up off the floor thing, but if you can, you're gonna press the plank. So plant the palms by the ribs, tuck your toes. Take an inhale. On your exhale, press the floor away, come to your plank pose, top of a push-up, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right. Press the thighs back, hug the ribs in. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, float, bring your feet to your hands. Inhale, lift the chest, come up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, come up all the way from your glutes, reach the arms. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take a breath, inhale. Sigh, exhale. Releasing the hands down. Turn your palms out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, up and over, we fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, hands are down. Step the right foot back. Step your left foot back. Come into your plank pose, top of a push-up. Now, just for fun, we're gonna lift the hips and walk the hands all the way back to the feet. Take a breath in the fold, just for a second, and then walk it back to plank. Walk it back, walk it back. Find your plank pose. Tailbone under, legs strong. Walk it back. Walk it back to your forward fold. Legs stay, feet stay. Just a breath and then back out to your plank. Your arms are just going to be so happy about this. We're going to do 2 more times. Walk back with your hands. Hand walking and then back to plank. Walk, walk. And then one last time, walk your hands back, back, back. Back to your plank pose. Walk it, walk it, walk it. Okay. We made it back. Tailbone under. Make sure you're breathing your nice steady Ujjayi breath. One more, inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Drop your knees, chest, chin to the floor, right? Kind of like our Anahatasana that we did earlier, right? Hug the rib tips in. Flatten the feet, melt the hips down. Inhale, lift your chest, cobra pose. Exhale, lower on down. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lengthen and lower. One more time. Peel the chest up, shoulders back and down. Scoop the heart through. We're going to take it right back to down dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Okay. Send your right leg up into the air. Turn the toes out, lift the hip and the knee. Stretch. Let that feel good. Right, opening the hip. Okay. Square it off. Straighten your right leg, but keep it lifted. Press back, take an inhale. Exhale your knee to your nose, round. Inhale, reach the leg up and back. Touch your right arm with your knee, high up your arm. Lean in, touch. Inhale, reach it up and back. Try and touch your left arm with your knee. Come forward, round, scoop, squeeze. Inhale, reach it up and back. Step your foot forward between your hands. All the way forward, step. Back knee down. Flatten the foot, Anjaneyasana. Come on up. Relax your shoulder blades away from your neck. Hug the ribs in. Mount the hips forward. Release the front of the left hip. All right, let that stretch happen. Lifting up. We're going to push the right heel forward a bit so we can straighten the leg, and then bring the hands down to the floor and come into the hamstring stretch. Right, we want the hip over the left knee. Okay, so we're not sitting back on the heel. Turn your right toes out to the right. Feel that stretch. Like, yes, I do feel that stretch. Okay, back to center, back into your Anjaneyasana. Just for a moment, let's lift up. Inhale, exhale, take it down. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee. Let's step to plank. Right, hug the belly to the spine. Lengthen the heart forward. Use your abs, right? Your arms nice and strong. Press your thighs to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows. Chaturanga. Bend the floor. Inhale, cobra pose. If you like upward facing dog, exhale. Downward facing dog. All right. Let's reach the left leg up into the air. Turn the toes out, lift the hip and the knee. My hip totally cracked. Don't know if you heard that, it seemed loud. Okay. Stretch. All right, then we'll square it off. Straighten the leg. Press back, inhale. Exhale, knee to your nose. Right. Inhale, reach the leg up and back. Touch the left arm above the elbow. Lean in. Inhale, reach. Come across, touch your right arm. Lean in. Try and touch. Inhale, stretch it up and back. And this time, step your foot between your hands. Round the spine, step forward. Drop the back knee. Flatten the foot. Sweep up. Right, breathe. Lift the chest, reach up through the fingertips, and at the same time, mount the shoulder blades away from the neck. Soften the rib tips in. Take one more breath. Slowly releasing the hands as you press your left heel forward a bit so that you can straighten the leg while keeping your hips over your right knee. Lean into the stretch. And then left toes out to the left. Ooh, really feel that on this outer seam. Lengthen the left hip back. All right, really lengthen it back. That'll give you a little more juice in the stretch. All right, coming back to center. Let's come back up into our Anjaneyasana just for a breath. Reach up, inhale, exhale. All right, here we go. So prepare. Maybe this time Chaturanga to upward facing dog, right? If you can't do Chaturanga, you can lower to the floor. You can do knees, chest, chin, right? They all work. So lean, bend the elbows, exhaling, inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. All right. Building a little heat. Stretch back. Squeeze the arms nice and straight. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, float your feet to your hands. Lift up halfway, inhale. Fold back down, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Woo! Exhale, your hands to your heart. Take a moment just to appreciate what's working, the heat in your body, right? Just notice all the stuff. So grateful that we have, bodies that work so well and allow us to do all this crazy stuff, right? Okay, so let's just keep breathing. Let's keep exploring. Release the hands down, turn the palms out. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, up and over. We fold in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bending the knees. You can jump it back or step the left foot back. Step the right foot back. Plank pose again. Again. Okay, right forearm down. Left forearm down. So we'll do forearm plank, right? Since I know you're getting bored with regular plank. Of course you were. Walk your feet in. Let's do dolphin pose, right? The shoulders have some heat. We've done a bunch of things, you know. So use that heat to get into the stretch. Press your chest back. Hug that tricep in. So that's a big challenge as we're here. The elbows want to splay out to the sides, kind of stick out. So I know, but one more breath. Hug the tricep in. Squeeze your elbows in towards each other, right? Give them that squeeze. And then walk your feet back out into your forearm plank. Tailbone under. Press the floor away. Take one more breath. Bring the knees down. Flatten your feet. Melt the hips down. Lift your chest. Shoulders back and down. Stretch your belly and catch your breath. I know. Come all the way down. Rest. Right, elbows out to the sides, forehead to your hands. You can waggle the hips a little bit if you like, or just relax, right? Just soften everything, especially your shoulders, because their work is not done. All right, but this is how we build our strength, build our endurance. All right. Hands, shoulder distance, or try. You have the block, so if you need to, you can use the block in between your hands, and that'll help keep your hands from sliding in towards each other too much, if they're doing that. They may not be. Elbow, shoulder distance, tuck your toes, lift the belly, lift the hips, lift the thighs, lift the knees. Come back into your forearm plank. Right, back into your dolphin pose. Walk your feet in, press your chest back. Oh, yeah. All right, breathe here. So for me, I can get pretty close. You know, I can get my feet really in there. So if you're super close, walk them back a little bit. Walk them back a little bit. Hug the belly in. Look forward towards your hands. See if it's possible for you to press into your hands, pick your elbows up. Downward facing dog. If it doesn't work out, just do your best. Right? I just scooch back a little bit on my mat. Okay. Ribs in, belly in. Okay. Let's send the right leg up into the air. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, rounding the spine. Hollow out, pull the knee forward, step your foot between your hands. Back heel drops, warrior one. Sweep it up. Mount the shoulders down. Hug the rib tips in. Right, and really get strong through the back leg. By that I mean straight. Right, press through the back heel, give it some juice. And at the same time, try and lengthen that outer left hip forward. Right, okay. Belly in, ribs in. This may be easier with your hands at your heart. So let's bring the hands down, pressing the palms. I'm going to turn to face you so you can see where I'm going. You're going to love this. It's super fun. Okay, so keep the belly engaged. We're going to balance on the right leg. Hold the left foot forward into tree pose. Don't panic. Okay, stand tall on the right foot. Really press down. Lift the chest up. It'll help you. Come onto the ball of the left foot and then just give a push and just pull it in. Whoa. So it goes however it goes. Try to resist the urge to pull your foot higher. Just let it be where it is. Push your foot into your leg into your foot. Right, feel that. And then slowly reach up. And just breathe, right? Find a steady gazing point. It helps. Just look at something that's not moving. Send the tailbone down. Yeah. And then just gently inquire if the knee wants to open up a little wider. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. It doesn't have to. Beautiful. All right, slowly Left knee to center. We're gonna straighten it out front. We're taking this back to warrior one. So here we go. Bending the right knee, bending the left knee a little bit anyway. Reach back, warrior one. Oh, that's it. Heart lifts, gaze lifts. Inhale, exhale. All the way down, hands to the floor, step it back. You're in plank and pause. All right, we're in plank and pause. Right. Get some tension out of the shoulders by just heating them up. Bring your left forearm down onto the floor. Tuck the elbow in. Right forearm down, tuck the elbow in. Right belly engaged. Elbows hugging in towards the midline. We're gonna again come into dolphin pose. Lift the hips, walk the feet in. Press the chest back. Right, breathe here. Bring the feet a little closer together. And then just experiment with picking your right foot up into the air. Try not to let anything else move. And then pick your left foot, switch your feet. Right foot down, left foot up. Right back down. Walk your feet back into your forearm plank. And then into your Sphinx pose, knees down. Oh, lift the chest. I'm sweaty, right? I'm sweaty. If you like, straighten your arms. Oh, stretch the belly a little more. Shoulders down, heart comes through. Curl the tailbone under. Be nice to your low back. Oh, and then all the way down. Oof. Waggle the hips a little bit. All right. So let's do Sphinx pose one more time. Get one more back bend in while we're here. So back up onto your elbows, forearms really. Right, and again, you can do regular Sphinx, forearms down, drawing the heart through, or you can lift up. Oh, curl the tailbone under. Right, scoop the heart forward and up. Shoulders are back and down. Right, back and down. Breathe. Oh, one more breath. And release it. Release it, release it, all the way down. Okay, so of course we're going to come back into our forearm plank, and we are going to attempt that lifting the elbows up into down dog again. So the goal is to lift the arms together, simultaneous elbows up, right? You may find that your dominant arm wants to do a little bit more, but eventually we're trying to get both elbows to come up at the same time. So forearm plank, tuck your toes, peel up, walk it in, take a breath, walk your feet all the way in, right? Get nice and close. And then back into a distance that will work for you for down dog. Look forward towards your hands, right? I had to widen my hands a little bit, right? Try and lift both elbows together, downward facing dog. Right, breathe. Smoothing out the breath, maybe sigh it out. Okay, send your left leg up into the air, take an inhale. Exhale, use your abs, pull the knee forward, step it through. Coming up into warrior one. Sorry, I need a sip of my tea. Okay, warrior one. Right, outer left hip pulls back, outer right hip goes forward. So we're trying to square to the top of the mat. Consider bending a little deeper. What you'll find is that, well, in addition to being a little bit more work, but it also deepens the stretch at the front of the right hip, or whatever the back is. But for us right now, right, lifting up. Our ribs like to stick out, so if we can just kind of hug the ribs in, or these little tips of the ribs, pull them in. Okay, so we do a retreat pose to navigate. Let's bring the hands to the heart. Spin onto the ball of the back foot. If you need to take a couple of steps, you'll take a couple of steps. It's really not that big of a deal. But in any case, try not to use your hands, right? Just step forward, maybe once, maybe twice, and just put your foot on your leg wherever it lands. I'm gonna just move because it feels weird being facing that way. Okay. Leg into foot, foot into leg. All right, give yourself a little pressure there, and then reach the arms up. Right, tailbone long, shoulder blades melting down the back. Right, and just breathe. Right, just breathe. It's yoga. Right, don't worry if you fall. It's okay. There's very little consequences. That's the good news. All right, slowly bring your right knee forward. Steady, straighten the leg. Hold it here. Yeah. And then we're going to take this back to warrior one. So nice and easy, bend the knees. But the right knee really just to sweep it through. Bend the left knee a lot and then land and see if you can find your warrior one. Oh, lift up, inhale. And release it, exhale. And this time just take any vinyasa that you like. So as you step back, maybe chaturanga to up dog. Maybe you go straight to down dog. Maybe knees, chest, chin, right? Whatever's gonna work best for you right now, go ahead and do that. We'll meet in downward facing dog. All right, fantastic. I'm sweaty. Okay. Stretch. Hug the ribs in, hug the belly back. Stretch back. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, float. Bring your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold back down, exhale. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend the knees. Lift the chest. I don't think it's ever taken me this long to get to a chair pose in a class before, but there it is. Melt the shoulder blades down. Oh, press the upper arms back. Really want you to feel the work in the legs, of course, but heavy into the heels so you feel your glutes active. Right, and then test the stretch by pressing the upper arms back. And just see, can you do that and keep the belly engaged? Oh, that's a tall order. Take one more breath, maybe look up, inhale. Exhale, release it, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, hands down, step or jump back through any vinyasa that suits you, right? So you can float to plank, chaturanga, go to upward facing dog, do cobra pose, or whatever works best for you. Down dog. All right. Now, right leg up. Inhale. Exhale. Step it forward. Foot between the hands. Back heel drops. Actually, I'm sorry. Bring your back foot closer. Then we'll put the heel down on the floor. Bring your hands to your hips and come on up. So closer, but we still want a nice wide gap between the feet. And then squaring off to the top of your mat. So if you had headlights on your hip bones, right, they would be pointing straight ahead. And then we're going to do Parsvottanasana. And let's just come into the Gomukhasana arms. I'll face you so you can see what I'm doing. Since you guys have straps and stuff, I maybe will need to get one too. We'll do the Gomukhasana arms, which means the left arm is going to come up and over the top. So this left side gets a really nice big stretch. The right arm scoops under. And we're attempting anyway to hook our fingers back there, right, to grab on. I'm sort of doing it. Okay, if they don't reach, grab a strap and put a strap between your hands, right? But this will give your shoulders a nice stretch in a couple of different ways. So as we lengthen up, usually, and I'm doing it right now, we stick our ribs out. So try and re-engage your abs, hug the rib tips back in. Inhale, length, and exhale to fold. Coming out into the fold, breathe here. Right, long spine. Relax your jaw. One more breath. Lift up to parallel. Undo your bind. Send the arms out wide. Bend your front knee. Warrior three. Lift the left foot. Slowly straighten your right leg if you can. Maybe bringing the arms overhead. Keep the belly engaged. Right, press the upper arms to the ceiling. Whoa, one more breath. We're gonna exit through warrior one. So bend the right knee. Land the left foot back there. Come up, inhale, exhale, release it all the way down, spinning onto the ball of the back foot. Take a breath to just sweep the right foot, right leg really up and back into the air. Maybe you want to circle it around a time or two, shake it out. All right. And as you're ready, moving through the vinyasa, going straight to down dog, resting in child's pose for a breath or two. Oof. I'm sweaty. All right. Let's do the other side. Downward facing dog. Lifting the left leg. Inhale. Exhale. Pull the knee forward, step. Bring your back foot a little closer, and we'll put the back heel down on the floor. Come on up, hands to your hips. So you can square off, right? Just find that square to the top of your mat. And then we'll switch so that the right arm is the lifted arm, up and over. Left one under. I don't know, I don't think I should. This is my funny shoulder, so hold on. I don't want to do anything crazy. So, arm under. And you just join with a strap, right? And that way you have something to anchor yourself with back there, right? So as I lift up, I'm doing the same thing I did on the first side. My ribs stick out. So can you soften the ribs in? Keep the abs engaged. Take an inhale. And exhale, go forward. Forward, forward, into the stretch. Right, try and keep the front of the left shoulder lifting away from the floor. Right, breathe. Lengthening the collarbones, through the sternum, down the front of the leg. Lengthening through the right elbow tip. One more breath. Lift up to parallel to the floor. If you're not already there, then take your strap if you have it, or just undo the bind with the strap to the side and arms out wide. All right, ready? Into our warrior three. Soft bend the left knee to come forward. Float the right foot. Straightening the left leg if you can. And then maybe bringing the arms overhead, but just see how that feels, because that's a pretty tall order for your back. Breathe. Take one more breath here. Whoa. We're going to exit through warrior one. Step back. Reach up, lift up, maybe look up, inhale. Releasing, exhale, hands come down. Consider sweeping the left leg up and back into the air. Give it a little shake. Right. And then when you're ready, take it in vinyasa. If you like, knees, chest, chin, cobra pose. Whatever's going to feel good in your body. To downward facing dog. All right. Shake the head out, sigh the breath out. Okay. Let's shift forward into plank pose. Shoulders over the wrists. Hug the belly to the spine. I know, plank pose again, yes. And then we're going to lower to the floor. So dropping the knees or just lower on down. Take a breath. All right, so we're going to do Dhanurasana, which is a Back bend, bow pose. So bend your knees, reach back, catch your feet. Maybe feet, maybe ankles. If you can't reach, you can always wrap the strap in front of your ankles. You'll have to get up a little bit to do that part, but wrap it in front of your ankles and then hold the ends of the strap or the belt in your hands. So the idea of this is that we resemble a bow and arrow kind of bow, right? So it's like the arms or the string. So your arms stay straight. We want to keep the legs relatively close together. Curl the tailbone under, and it's a big stretch for the front of the body, right? Use your legs. Take an inhale. Lift your chest as you kick your feet back, right? Kick your feet to the back edge of your mat. And then try and lift your feet up to the ceiling. Oh, stretch your chest. Curl the tailbone under. Try and press your pubic bone down. Lift the heart up. Hug the legs in. Inhale. Release it. All the way down. Whew. So if for any reason this pose is just too much or it's not going to work or whatever it is, flip over and do bridge pose. It's almost the same thing. Bridge is a little bit less intense because you're not grabbing your ankles, but it's a very similar shape. So you'll get a similar back bend from your bridge pose. This is obviously done a little bit, it's a little harder, but again, like it may just be too much, and that's totally fine. Okay, so keep the legs kind of close. We're gonna do this 2 more times. All right, reach the hands back. Curl the tailbone under, right? Lengthen here. Now here we can come back into our Satya and our Svadhyaya. Be realistic, right? Don't force anything. What's true for your body today? I'm really having to do that a lot with my shoulder because I always want to like do, and I really have to not. So I'm working super hard on both of those things, being truthful and really studying myself and seeing what's possible. So, right, be realistic, but then also like be realistic the other way too. Don't force it, but if you can do it, you know? Okay, curl the tailbone under. Inhale, lift up, right? Use your legs, kick back with your feet, and then push the balls of the feet up towards the ceiling. Curl the tailbone under, hug the legs in, scoop the chest. I actually like to kind of drop my chin a little bit here, but keep lifting the chest. Inhale, exhale, come on down. For me, it feels just a little too squeezy if as I'm doing that, I also pick my head up. I just feel a little bit too jammed up in my neck. So I don't necessarily lift my chin all the way. You're welcome to lift it as high as it feels good in your body. So you can explore that. That's a nice place for some svadhyaya. See what feels good, right? It doesn't have to feel forced or like it's cutting off your breath. I feel like the pressure on your belly messes with your breath enough. You don't have to necessarily get into all that with your throat too. Okay, one more. Reach back. Grab on. If you're catching your ankles, flex your feet. Keep the legs close. Curl the tailbone under. Inhale up. All right, keep the feet back. Peel the thighs up off the floor. Right, lift them however high they'll go. Hug the knees in. And then press the pubic bone back down. Scoop the chest. Are you breathing? How high do you want to lift your chin? Oh my goodness. And let's come down. Okay, all the way down. I'm laughing because I feel that it's difficult. All right, waggle the hips. Maybe windshield wiper the shins. If you've been lying your head on the floor, it's fine. Just make sure if you're turning your head, you're turning it in the other direction too, right? We kind of get in habits. So look the other way also. All All right. Steady the legs. Let's slowly press back into child's pose. Oh. All right, so peel yourself off the floor. Walking the knees in. Oof. So just see how your back feels. Not too bad. I feel my low back a little bit, but I also feel my upper back. My low back doesn't feel too bad, so I think I did okay. Right, it's fine to feel your low back. It's not like we don't want to feel it at all. The muscles there are going to work. Like there's no getting around that. But what we don't want is for the low back to feel like it's been smashed or super compressed. We're trying to get the upper back to participate. So if you feel like your upper back did stuff, that's good. We're on the right track. Okay, so if you have, well, I feel like you can use a sofa even, a wall in any capacity to just play with getting our feet off the floor in our Pincha Mayurasana arms. So if you have a wall that you can just set yourself up in front of, right, and then just kick up into the wall, you can do that. If you don't have a wall handy, you don't necessarily have to get all the way up, and you can use your block or use a chair, or a sturdy chair, or a sofa is good because it won't move. Or you want something that's going to stay relatively stable, so just pretend it's not a great chair, but just imagine, right? And you would set up in front of it, and then the chair would become like your wall, right? And you would kind of step your feet up onto it, and of course, if your chair's higher, it's going to lift your hips higher. Right, and you'll just use it as like a wall for yourself. If you don't have an empty wall, which you may not, right? But maybe you have a sofa that you can, and you'll just set up facing away from it and then, step up onto it to get that lift in your hips. And then once you're up there, right, you've climbed up onto your chair, your sofa, you can pick one leg up if you feel comfortable, pick the other leg up, right? Oops. Pincha Mayurasana, maybe. Obviously, you can do this with the wall behind you. Oh, this inversion holds a special place in my heart. It was just so helpful for me in so many ways. Oh. And the first, upside downy thing that I could really balance in and feel confident. So that was cool. But I do love Pincha Mayurasana. Feathered peacock. That was a little scorpion at the end. When you bend your knees and do all that sort of back bendy stuff, then it turns into scorpion, which I'm honestly not sure how to pronounce the Sanskrit. Vrikshikasana or something like that. Anywho. Maybe one more of those if you have the juice. If you're like, oh my God, my arms are spaghetti. If your arms are done, you can just lie down and put your legs up, kind of like we did at the very beginning of class. Just do that. One more minute. Yeah, we could do it. We did our back bend already, so we're okay. One more upside down, and that's it. Okay. So Pincha is relatively straight, although in the Iyengar tradition, they do a little bit more of a banana. But then scorpion is when you start to pull the heart through, bend your knees, and touch your feet to your head, which I know I'm about to do. Just kidding. All right. And down. That was a little more graceful than last time. All right, my arms are a little tired. My shoulders. Okay, so wrapping up upside down time. I didn't even talk about headstand, but if you did one, and maybe Terry, you did one, make sure you're doing child's pose. All right. Just giving you a moment. We're gonna do Paschimottanasana and then a twist. So let's sit, and you can sit long ways on your mat. I'm just gonna face you guys. Dandasana, sitting tall. So this is a pose in and of itself, Dandasana. It is its own, it is its own pose, seated staff. Hands by your hips, chest lifted, right? Elbows may be bent or straight, it just depends on your proportions. I have to bend my elbows because if I straighten them, it pulls my shoulders up. So whatever you have to do, just press your palms into the floor. Lift your chest up. I have a student that she has a hard time touching the floor with her arms straight, so it just depends on, you know. All right, tall, lift, right, lengthen the spine. Try and make your spine longer. And then we'll keep that and reach the arms up. Inhale up and keep that reaching, that lengthening through the crown of the head and start to forward fold. But you're still lengthening through the crown of your head, right? The spine getting longer as you get into the fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, lengthen the spine into your fold. Oh my goodness, I feel that glorious stretch. One more breath here. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, release the rest of the way up. Oh, so nice. Okay, the Marichasana twist. Pull your left heel in. And you just come straight back. Right, just come straight back. Wrap the right elbow around the front of your left knee. And then rotate your ribs, your shoulders a little bit so you start to turn into the twist. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, begin to rotate. Now, if you want to get into a deeper twist, let's inhale and reach the right arm up. If you don't, just keep your right arm right where it is. Exhale the arm outside your leg. Now, this will give you a little more leverage to rotate more deeply, if that's appropriate. So just check in with your body, see how this feels. Does this make sense for you right now? Inhale, lengthen the spine, just like in Dandasana. Exhale, rotate. So that seated staff is really a blueprint for a lot of our seated poses, all of our seated poses. Inhale, gaze back to center, forward. Exhale, unravel, releasing. Whew. Extend the leg. Let's do the other side. It's Marichasana C. Marichasana C is the twist, or one of the twists. C and D are both twists. Elbow around to start. Let me just give a little rotation. Plug the left leg back, right? So the hip moves back, right? It wants to kind of go around into the twist. So we're going to try to stabilize the hips. Rotate the ribs and your shoulders. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, explore the twist. Do you want a deeper twist? If the answer is yes, inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, hook it outside the knee. Inhale, lift up again. And exhale, rotate the ribs. Try not to rotate your hips. So your right hip is actually trying to go forward and your left hip is moving back, right? They're trying to be square to the top of your mat, or for me, square to you guys, right? And we're rotating the ribs, the shoulders, the neck, the head. Last breath, lengthen the spine. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, unravel. Okay, give the legs a little shake. All right, let's bring the soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana. All right, so I like to do this two ways. I often do this two ways. This way, which is kind of the more zesty way, and then the next way, which is a little more low-key. So, soles of the feet, we pull the heels in, however close. Lift the chest, reach out through the knees, inhale. Exhale, lengthen, lengthen. Oh, so stretchy, right? Breathe. Soften the jaw. Relax the corners of the mouth. Take another breath. Lean forward. Sigh the breath out as you're here. One more. All right, nice and easy. Slowly, slowly lift the chest, come up. Oh, all right. Bring the knees. Gather them in. Take a moment. Soften. We're going to do this one more version. Soles of the feet together, but this time your feet a little bit further away from you. You can also experiment with your block and putting your feet on the block. So I have some space that might, like at least a foot, maybe even a little more, in between my groin and my heels. All right, so I have a nice diamond shape happening here. And the feet maybe on a block. If you do that and you're like, whoa, that does not feel good, then I would say just skip it. It's not for everyone, but some people like it. And for me too, like sometimes I like it, but other days I'm like, not today. So here we go. Satya and Svadhyaya. I tried to put them together into one word. Satya is, Sat is truth. And then the Ya is a kind of a, like it gives it some activity, right? So Satya is like we're looking for the truth. And then Svadhyaya, the Sva part is the self, right? And then the Svadhyaya is like studying yourself, because we have the Ya there again, right? 2 times. So it's like really like self-study, but like, yeah, like really do it. Again, the practice is such a great place to practice both of those things. But of course, it applies to everything. In the sutras, it doesn't just mean in your asana practice, it's like in life all the time. Like this is what you do. This is the yogic path. So hopefully you're forward folding and you're relaxing. Backing off if you need to, or leaning in if that makes sense, right? See what's true, see what's good for you right now. Last couple of breaths, long exhales. All right, last big breath, inhale. Sigh it out. Okay. Excuse me, I think I inhaled a little piece of buzz. Roll it up, sorry. Roll it up. If you have your feet on the block, obviously we'll get that out of the way. Up to the side, unless you want to use it for Shavasana, because that's where we're headed right now, people. So knees together one more time as we roll back onto our backs. And as you get back there, if you like, you can do a happy baby. You can kick your heels out, stretch your thighs, straighten the legs. What will help you be absolutely most comfortable in your Shavasana? Right, so when you're ready, you've done all the things that you need to do to be comfortable. Extending the legs, Possibly with something over you, under your hips, over your hips. Cover your eyes, maybe. There's a lot of light where you are. It's nice to cover the eyes. Melt your shoulders, shoulder blades, really just soften them away from the top of your head. Allow for some space. Turning the palms open. Let everything melt. Let everything soften. All right, we'll take a few minutes and just rest, allowing the breath to breathe itself. You're welcome to breathe your Ujjayi breath here, but you don't have to. Just let the mind, let your brain really absorb the practice, integrate the practice, let your body take all that in and begin recovery really as you rest. Shalom. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Bring awareness back into the body. Start to wake yourself up, wiggle your fingers, your toes. Maybe circling the wrists and the ankles. Take an easy stretch if you like. Oh. Gather the knees. Soft squeeze, rock gently side to side. And over to the right side. And take a breath or two just to savor this easy feeling of Shavasana. Kind of mark the transition right from our practice. We really get to start fresh. All right, come on up to sit. Right, so as you come to seated, sit comfortably, whatever sort of cross-legged position or sitting on your shins or knees, on a blanket or a block. Close your eyes. And let's just pause briefly here, just noticing first, noticing the effects of your practice. Right, notice the difference. Notice what's shifted from when you first came onto your mat. Just appreciate. And then bringing the hands to press. Snuggle the thumbs to the sternum. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, bowing in gratitude. Grateful for the practice. Grateful for all the wisdom in the practice, for all the goodness that it brings to our bodies, our minds, our spirits. The community, the Sangha that it cultivates, our Kula. Right, and anything else, if there's anything you'd like to add to that list, please feel free. Thank you so much for joining me today, ladies. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Namaste. All right. Thank you so much. So stay tuned for the schedule and stuff. I think we're gonna try and be open on Monday. So that'll be an interesting experiment.
Thanks, Christine.
Hi, Terry. Look, I see you.
I know, I usually don't do this because I look like a mess. Look, gray hairs everywhere.
Nobody cares.
My goodness. Donovan is just grown up. Oh my God.
My son. He's almost
exactly like there is no doubt. It's like so funny because Mark looks exactly like his mom too. I looked at that picture. I'm like, oh my God, there's no doubt that's her son.
I know, it's so funny. His face, like I'm like, you look at your face and look at my face. Like it's the same face.
Oh my God, and I love the afro.
Yes.
That natural afro is awesome.
I know, his hair. And he's just like, he's rocking it. He's such like a good dude.
Is he living? Where's he living?
We're at home.
Is he out here?
He works at REI.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
living at
goodness.
home.
And, I looked at that. I was like, oh my gosh.
I
haven't seen him in so long since he was little. And that picture, I was like, oh my gosh, that is crazy. They're all grown up so much. It's crazy. I know.
And
Thank you.
She's due in October, and we found out yesterday, Tuesday, that she had a boy.
Oh, fun!
Yeah, I have a little grandson coming. How weird is that?
I know. So young. I know. I mean, I was a step grandma very early on. Remember that? But Steph still hasn't had any kids, so I'm not.
Yeah,
you're young.
This was a surprise. They weren't really planning it, but then it's like, well, you're not taking the phone. What do you think is going to happen? Hi, dear. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, exactly. Oops.
Right?
No, no such thing.
I know. So.
Oh God, that's funny.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm glad things are going to start to open again. Gosh, it's just ridiculous. So crazy.
I agree.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks. See you later. Bye.
Bye. All right, Katie, I'm signing off, and then Anne will be here. So hold on.